Hey guys, Brennan here, and today we're gonna do some more Brennan reads. Yeah, so I'm going to be reading Apathy Man Chapter 2 by Brendan Clark, or me. I wrote it. Okay, so if you want Chapter 1, I'll put a link to it at the end of the video, along with a link to subscribe to my channel. So yeah. Chapter 2. The Voice Inside Your Head. "What the hell do you mean you're me?" I shouted, greatly unable to follow everything the voice was saying. The voice chuckled, responding with, "Are you seriously that dense? Do I really have to spell it out for you?" The voice let out a sigh before continuing with, "Fine, I'll explain. Whatever you were injected with was me. I built myself based on different pieces of information in your brain. The reason the guy used me to try to kill you is because normally whenever some foreign presence enters a person's mind, the person will try to get rid of it or assume they're crazy. You, on the other hand, well, you sort of gave me a verbal word of permission to do what I wanted, so I took it and ran with it." What verbal word of permission?" I asked him. The voice was silent for a few seconds before saying, it was along the lines of, "I don't care," or something like that. I was astonished by what he had said. This meant that the entire reason I'm still alive is because I wanted to try and look tough before I died. I started to laugh, unable to truly grasp any of this, but mostly thankful for the fact of my being alive. After this, I went inside and checked my Apathy Man social media page. There was very little activity on it since the last Careful Eye attack had been a few weeks ago. I decided to get some sleep, so I went up to my room and ended up falling asleep within minutes. During the night, I had a dream about me doing heroic deeds and fighting against the Careful Eye. I didn't get to enjoy it that much, though, because every aspect of it was being commentated on by the other me in my head. I had awoken after the dream to a normal day. I went about my normal morning routine and headed to school afterward. It was now the last day of normal classes, and all that was going to follow it were about a week's worth of tests. I knew all about the tests and things going on at school, but they were the last thing on my mind. My main priority is finding out who exactly the Careful Eye were, and how they were able to find out who I was so easily, and how they were able to kidnap me without anyone even realizing I was gone. When I asked my friends about what they thought happened, they all thought I had gone home sick. I let them believe this because it would have been way too much of a hassle to explain the truth. It was now ninth period, and the voice had been silent all day, but I could still feel it was there. It was like an odd parasite in my body. I knew it was there, but I couldn't do anything about it. I had tried to ignore it, but I had already developed quite a habit of talking to myself, and couldn't stop myself from wanting to talk to it. Then I decided to ask about my weird power, saying, "Hey, how does the whole, not dying thing work?" The voice responded with, "Oh, that? I basically have the ability to put any of your body's abilities into overdrive. I had put the shock absorbers in your leg into overdrive, keeping you alive. So if you were hoping for flight or lasers or something, I can't help you there. I can keep you alive through anything as long as your brain is intact, though. So try not to get yourself shot in the head. I can also take full control of your body, and I have some combat training due to my ability to learn anything simply by seeing it. I was way too excited about this. Learning anything just by seeing it? That means even less studying than the bare minimum amount I already do. You can have me cheat on tests! The voice said, I could, but that kind of stuff's boring, and I don't really feel like helping you cheat. I sighed, hearing the final bell ring, heading to my locker before heading home. My friend Alex came up to me, and we talked about the Careful Eye a bit before ultimately shifting into video games. Alex and I had been friends since I was somewhere around 7, and she had always been a great friend to have. Sadly, I wasn't allowed to hang out with her much in person due to the fact that she's the opposite gender and people might have gotten the wrong idea about my intentions of hanging out with her. After talking with her, I went home. Upon arriving home, I walked inside, and the inside of the house was trashed. I ran up to my room and my computer was gone. I cleaned up the house as quickly as I could and put together a costume made from a random mask from a costume party, a top hat, a cape from an old Halloween costume, and costume pieces made from a light material made to look like dress clothes. I put the costume on, throwing my normal clothes in my backpack, leaving the house. I knew who it was that had taken my computer and trashed my house, and I wasn't going to let them get away with it because I finally had a way to stop them. I am Apathy Man. That is the end of chapter 2. It was a lot shorter than chapter 1, mostly for reasons of I felt that was the best place to stop it. And yeah, I just, I felt that was the best place to end the chapter and ultimately continue the story next time. Chapter 3 is most likely going to be a longer chapter and have some sort of action moments in it, because it's a superhero story. Yeah. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. So you can click somewhere on screen for a subscription button. There's going to be somewhere on the screen, there's going to be a thing that you can click to subscribe, and there's going to be a thing that you can click to go look at chapter 1 of Apathy Man. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.